Today we are going to start the third chapter, Theory of Equations. We studied quadratic equation in our 10th standard, and from that quadratic equation we are going to study if the degrees are, the quadratic equation we have the degree as 2, the highest degree is 2, so it is known as quadratic equation. Here we are going to have if the degrees are more than 2. Suppose if I have a quadratic equation, we shall consider the quadratic equation first. Let ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 be a quadratic equation. Then we know this is a quadratic equation because here x has two values and we used to write this x as minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. For plus there will be one root and for this minus there will be another root. So it has two values and hence it is known as a quadratic equation. Now here this b square minus 4ac here b square minus 4ac is called the discriminant of the quadratic equation. Discriminant. Of the equation and is denoted by delta. Therefore, delta equal to b square minus 4ac. Note, we know if delta is greater than 0, the roots are real and distinct. Distinct means different. If delta equal to 0, the roots are real and equal. Third one, if delta is less than 0, we wrote it tested as unreal, but we studied complex numbers, therefore the roots are imaginary and we can find the imaginary roots hereafter. That is, if the delta is becoming less than 0, in the root we will have negative. So, but we can find the value using the concept of complex numbers. Now, we know quadratic equation has two roots. Suppose if I have the roots, we can frame the equation and the term is called Vieta's formula. Vieta. Vieta's formula for forming the equations. If alpha and beta are two roots of a quadratic equation. We know there are two roots for quadratic equation. We shall name them as alpha and beta. Then, if I know the roots, then alpha plus beta is called sum of the roots, which is given by the formula minus b by a, and product of the roots is alpha beta, that is given by the formula c by a. Then from this equation of quadratic, if I know the roots, I can find the equation of the quadratic equation. Then equation of quadratic equation is then the quadratic equation is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta equal to 0. Example. We shall go for examples now using all these concepts. So if alpha and beta are the roots, then the quadratic equation can be found by using the formula x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. So if I know the roots, I can find the equation of the quadratic equation. And if I have the equation, this is the relationship between the roots with the coefficients. Now, equation 3.2, example 3.1. If alpha and beta are the roots of 17x square plus 43x minus 73 equal to 0, find the equation whose roots are alpha plus 2, comma, beta plus 2. So if alpha and beta are the roots of this equation, what will be the equation whose roots are? With these ideas, we should go for examples first. Example 3.1. If alpha and beta are the roots of 17x square plus 43x minus 73 equal to 0, find the equation whose roots are alpha plus 2, comma, beta plus 2. So I have to find out the equation whose roots are alpha plus 2 and beta plus 2. If alpha and beta are the roots of this equation. So we shall take the given thing. Given 17x square plus 43x minus 73 equal to 0. Here A equal to 17, B equal to 43, C equal to minus 73. And alpha comma beta are roots. Then this implies alpha plus beta is minus B by A. That is alpha plus beta is minus 43 by 17. Alpha beta equal to C by A. Alpha beta is minus 73 by 17. Now, given alpha plus 2, comma, beta plus 2 are roots. So, this implies that we keep S as the sum. Sum is alpha plus 2 plus beta plus 2. It is alpha plus 2 plus beta plus 4. I can substitute alpha plus beta as minus 43 by 70 plus 4. When we take LCM as 70, it is minus 43. 17 fours are 68. So the answer is plus 25 by 17. Then similarly, product is alpha plus 2 into beta plus 2. When we multiply, it is alpha beta plus 2 alpha plus 2 beta. Alpha beta plus 2 alpha plus 2 beta plus 4. It is alpha beta plus 2 into alpha plus beta plus 4. Therefore, we know alpha beta is minus 73 by 70 plus 2 into alpha plus beta is minus 43 by 70 plus 4. That is equal to minus 73 by 70 minus 86 by 70 plus 4. If I take LCM as 17, minus 73 minus 86, 17 fours are 68. When we add, this becomes minus 91 by 17. Therefore, sum of the roots is 25 by 17 and product of the root is minus 91 by 17. Therefore, equation is x square minus ss plus p equal to 0, where s is the sum of the roots and p is the product of the roots. So it is x square minus 25 by 17x minus 19 by 17 equal to 0. And if I multiply by 17, then the equation is 17x square minus 25x minus 91 equal to 0. This is the example 3.2. 1. Now we shall go to example 3.2. Example 3.2. If alpha and beta are the roots of 2x square minus 7x plus 13 equal to 0, construct the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha square comma beta square. So, if alpha and beta are the roots of this equation, then what is the equation if the roots are alpha square and beta square? That we have to find out. So, given 2x square minus 7x plus 13 equal to 0, coefficient of x square is a, coefficient of x is b, which is minus 7, and constant term is 13. Given alpha and beta are roots, therefore alpha plus beta is minus b by a, which is b is minus 7, so minus b is plus 7 by 2, and alpha beta is c by a, 13 by 2. Now, what will happen if alpha square comma beta square are roots? First we shall find sum of the roots. S equal to alpha square plus beta square. You know by the identity a plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. So a square plus b square is a plus b the whole square minus 2ab. So alpha square plus beta square means alpha plus beta the whole square minus 2 alpha beta. Alpha plus beta is 7 by 2 the whole square minus 2 into 13 by 2. It is 49 by 4 minus 13. 2 and 2 cancels. If I take the same as 4, 49 minus 4 13s are 52. So it is minus 3 by 4. Product is alpha square into beta square. It is alpha beta the whole square. Alpha beta is 13 by 2 the whole square, which is 169 by 4. Therefore, the equation is x square minus sx plus p equal to 0. That is x square. S is minus 3 by 4, so minus 3 by 4 minus is plus 3 by 4x plus 169 by 4 equal to 0. When we multiply by 4, we can avoid this denominator. So it is 4x square plus 3x plus 169 equal to 0, which is the required quadratic equation. With that, example 3.2 is over. Now we shall pass on to example 3.3. But before that, so we have seen the problems involving quadratic equation. Suppose if the power is 3 or the power is 4, how to find out? Okay, so we have task formula for polynomials of degree 3 or 4. Suppose if I take degree 3, if alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of equation of degree 3, then this implies general format is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0. Then the sum of the roots is alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus b by a. Remember, here 3 roots are added, so I can write that one as c sigma alpha. Sigma alpha means single roots are added. Since only 3 roots will be involved. Suppose if I take 2 roots, then it is alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha. Then here I have taken 2 roots together, therefore sigma alpha beta, which is plus c by a. And then we have the next possibility is product of the 3 roots. There is no sigma for this. This is minus t by a. So single root sum is minus b by a. Double root sum is c by a. Product of the 3 roots will be minus t by a. This is for degree 3. Similarly, if I take this one as 1, then this one is 2. If alpha, beta, gamma and delta are the roots of equation of degree 4, that is, in general, if ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus bx plus e equal to 0 is the general format of a quadratic equation. Then sum of the roots is alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta, that is minus b by a. So we can write this one as sigma alpha, that means sum of single roots. Now sum of 2 roots means this will be alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma delta, then alpha delta, beta delta, then alpha gamma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, you have the 6 combinations: alpha, beta, beta gamma, gamma delta, alpha delta, alpha gamma, beta delta. This is your C by A. Since I have taken 2 roots together, so it is sigma alpha beta. Then I can have 3 roots also together. It is alpha beta gamma, beta gamma delta, gamma delta alpha, alpha beta delta, beta gamma 1, 2, 3, 4 only. Investigate all the combinations. It is minus t by a. This is 3 roots sum at the stage. That is alpha beta gamma. Then the final is all the products of 4 roots alpha beta gamma delta. That is your minus t by a plus c by a minus t by a, so plus e by a. Now we should go for example 3.3. If alpha, beta, gamma are the roots of x cube plus bx square plus qx plus r equal to 0, find the value of sigma 1 by beta gamma in terms of coefficients. That means I have to find the sum of the product of 2 elements in terms of PQR, in terms of coefficients. Given x cube plus px square plus qx plus r equal to 0. Here, if I take single roots, it is alpha plus beta plus gamma, which is sigma alpha. Single roots, then it is minus b by a. Here it is minus p by 1, which is minus p. If I take 2 roots, it is alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha, that is sum of the product of 2 roots, which is c by a, that is q by 1, which is q. And then product of the 3 roots only once I will get, that is minus r by 1, which is minus r. They need sigma 1 by beta gamma That is 1 by alpha beta plus 1 by beta gamma plus 1 by gamma alpha. This is what they did. Now, to find this, find the LCM. The LCM is alpha beta gamma. Alpha beta gamma. Here gamma is missing when I compare with these two, so I must multiply with the gamma. Here alpha is missing when I compare with this, so alpha to be multiplied. Similarly, beta to be multiplied, which is nothing but alpha plus beta plus gamma by alpha beta gamma. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus p by minus r. So the answer is p by r. This is your example 3.3. Now we should know for example 3.4. Next example 3.4. Find the sum of the squares of the roots of ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e equal to 0. So I have to find out the sum of the squares of the roots of this equation. Here the power is 4, so there will be 4 roots. So we shall take given ax power 4 plus bx cube plus cx square plus dx plus e equal to 0. Let the 4 roots be alpha, beta, gamma and delta be the roots. Then we know sum of the roots is alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta, which is sum of single roots. All the single roots, it is minus b by a. Then sum of the products of two roots is alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma delta, alpha gamma, beta delta, and then we need 6 roots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more is alpha delta. Alpha delta. This is our C by A. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 totally must have 6 roots. Then if I take sum of the product of 3 roots, it is alpha, beta, gamma, beta, gamma, delta, gamma, delta, alpha, and gamma, delta, beta. We must have 4 roots. That is our minus plus, so minus d by a. Then we have only product of 4 roots, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, that is e by a. Now they are asking us to find sum of the squares of 4 roots, means alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square we have to find out. To find that, we know that alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta, the whole square is alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square minus plus 2 into alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma delta, alpha gamma, beta gamma and alpha delta. We have all these values, or we shall apply all the values what we have. Alpha, beta plus gamma plus delta is there, therefore it is minus b by a the whole square. I have to find alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square. Then this one is 2 into, the value of this one is c by a. Therefore, what is alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square? It is plus b square by a square. When I take this one to the other side, it will become minus 2c by a. So the LCM is a square, means it is b square minus 2ac. This is the example 3.4. Now we shall go for example 3.5. Example 3.5. Find the condition for the roots of x cube plus ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 are in the ratio p is to q is to r. How to find out the condition if there are three roots and all these three roots are in the ratio p is to q is to r. Suppose if I take given x cube plus ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 and let alpha, beta, gamma be the roots, then what is given? Then alpha is something px or p lambda, then beta equal to some q lambda and gamma equal to some r lambda. But we know sum of the roots is alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus b by actually it is minus a. Instead of alpha you can write that is p lambda plus q lambda plus r lambda equal to minus a. So lambda is common. P plus q plus r equal to minus a. Therefore lambda is minus a by p plus q plus r. We shall have this. Similarly, sum of the product of two roots is alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha, that is our c by a, here it is b by 1. Therefore, instead of alpha p lambda into q lambda, similarly for beta q lambda and for gamma r lambda and for gamma r lambda and for alpha p lambda, that is p. Here lambda square is becoming, all the lambda square is common, so it is pq plus qr plus rp equal to p. We shall have this one. If it is needed, we shall use this. Now, product of the three roots is alpha, beta, gamma, that is minus c by 1. So instead of alpha p lambda, instead of beta q lambda, instead of gamma r lambda, that is minus c, lambda cube is common, p plus p into q into r equal to minus c. So I can write lambda cube is minus c by pqr. Now I am having the relationship of lambda here and lambda cube is here. So let me take those two now. Here lambda cube is minus c by pqr. Instead of lambda, can I write this one? So let me keep this one as 1. Instead of lambda, minus a by p plus q plus r the whole cube is minus c by pqr by 1. This is minus a cube by p plus q plus r equal to minus c by pqr. Minus minus cancels. It is a cube into pqr equal to c into p plus q plus r is the required condition. This is example 3.5. Now we shall go for next example, example 3.6. Form the equation whose roots are squares of the roots are x cube plus ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. If this equation is having three roots, then what will be the equation if the roots are squares of these three roots. That is, suppose if it is given x cube plus ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, and if alpha, beta, gamma are the roots, then immediately find all the relationship we have. That is alpha plus beta plus gamma. We use write as sigma alpha, that is equal to, here it is minus a. Then sum of the products of two roots, alpha, beta, beta, gamma, gamma alpha, that is sum of the product of two roots, that is minus, here it is plus b by 1. Then product of three roots is alpha, beta, gamma, that is minus c. So these three we know already. Now I have to find out if roots are, so if roots are alpha square, beta square and gamma square, then we shall find sum of the squares are single roots, that is alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square. We can write this one as alpha plus beta plus gamma the whole square minus 2 alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha. We know this identity. So instead of alpha plus beta plus gamma, I can write minus a the whole square, then minus 2 into it is b. So it is a square minus 2b. This is sum of the squares are single numbers. And then we take this one as S1. So S1 equal to. Now S2 is sum of the product of two elements, that is alpha square, beta square, beta square, gamma square, gamma square, alpha square. Now this can be written as, I can write this one as alpha beta the whole square, beta gamma the whole square, gamma alpha the whole square. Then the same pattern like this, I can write this one as alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha the whole square minus 2 into, instead of alpha I must write alpha beta, instead of beta I must write beta gamma plus beta gamma into gamma alpha, then gamma alpha into alpha beta. So got this. Then we know this value is b, so it is b square minus 2 into, I can multiply, this is alpha beta square gamma, beta gamma square alpha, alpha square beta gamma. Is it clear? Now S2 is sum of the squares of two terms, that is alpha square beta square plus beta square gamma square plus gamma square alpha square. Now this is of the format a square b square, that is alpha beta the whole square, beta gamma the whole square, gamma alpha the whole square. So it is of the form a square plus b square plus c square. So it is a plus b plus c the whole square. It is alpha beta, beta gamma, alpha beta the gamma plus gamma alpha the whole square minus 2 into ab, alpha beta into beta gamma plus beta gamma into gamma alpha, then gamma alpha into alpha beta. This is minus b, so it is plus b, so b square minus 2 into, this is alpha beta square gamma plus beta gamma square alpha, alpha gamma alpha square beta. It is b square minus 2 into, I can take one alpha beta gamma as a common term, then it is beta plus gamma plus alpha. It is b square minus 2 into alpha beta gamma into alpha plus beta plus gamma. Now we have the values minus 2 into alpha beta gamma is minus c. This is minus a. So it is b square minus 2ac. This is our S2. Now, then S3 is alpha square into beta square into gamma square. It is alpha beta gamma the whole square. Alpha beta gamma is minus c. So minus c the whole square. Therefore, we have all these three rules. Therefore, equation is x cube minus s1 into x square plus s2 into x minus s3 equal to 0. That is x cube minus x square into, we have s1 as a square minus 2b plus s2 is, that is x into s2 is b square minus 2ac minus s3 is c square. So minus c square equal to 0. This is the expected cubic equation. If the rules are alpha square, beta square and gamma square. Now we shall go for example 3.7. Now example 3.7. If P is real, discuss the nature of roots. Discuss the nature of roots are 4x square plus 4px plus p plus 2 equal to 0. Since I have to find out the nature of roots, here A is 4, B is 4p and C is p plus 2. We know the discriminant delta is b square minus 4ac. It is 4p the whole square minus 4 into p plus 2. It is 16p square minus 16 into p plus 2. 5 times 16 as a common term, p square minus p minus 2. This is a quadratic form. So delta equal to 16 into, you can factorize minus 2 as 2 ones are minus 2 plus 1. It is p minus 2 into p plus 1. Suppose if it is equal to 0, then p equal to 2, p equal to minus 1. So here it is 2 and here it is minus 1. So this is the range. Now, case 1. As I have to find out the nature of roots, I have to discuss about this p. Suppose if this p lies between minus 1 and 2, if p lies between minus 1 and 2, maybe, suppose if I take any value, if I take 6, then it is 16 into 0 minus 2 is negative and 0 plus 1 is positive. So as a whole, it is negative, means roots are imaginary. So I can conclude if minus 1 is less than p less than 2 implies roots are imaginary. This is case 1. Now case 2. Suppose if it is equal, if p equal to minus 1 and p equal to 2, this 2 will become 0, delta equal to 0. Therefore, here roots are equal. Therefore, if p equal to 1 and p equal to minus 1 and p equal to minus 1 and 2 implies roots are equal. Now, case 3. If p lies beyond minus 1 and beyond 2, that is, if p that is minus infinity less than p less than minus 1, here in this case, and 2 less greater than, isn't it? So is the case, then I can take any value. Maybe if it is -2, then -2 minus 2 minus negative minus 2 plus 1 positive. So delta in both the cases it will be negative and negative. So it will be positive. In this case, roots are real and distinct. So with that, the answer with this problem, all the examples are over. Now we should go for the exercise problems. Exercise 3.1. The very first problem is, if the size of a cube box is increased by 1, 2, 3 units respectively, to form a cuboid, when the volume is increased naturally, then volume is increased by 52 cubic units. Find the volume of the cuboid. Now, given originally it was a cube, so let x be the edge of each cube, each side. So x be the side of each cube, side of the cube. Then volume of cube is equal to x cube. But now each side is increased by 1, 2, 3 respectively. Then the volume becomes x plus 1 into x plus 2, what is given, x plus 1 into x plus 2 into x plus 3. When the volume is increased, originally it was x cube, it is increased by 52. This is the case given. So we shall try to find this x. We shall multiply these three first. First, if I multiply x plus 1 x plus 2, it is x square. When I add these two, it is 3x plus 2 into x plus 3 equal to x cube plus 52. Now multiply with the x. It is x cube plus 3x square plus 2x. Now multiply with 3. It is 3x square. 3 3s are 9x plus 6 equal to x cube plus 52. It is x cube plus 6x square plus 11x plus 6 minus x cube minus 52 equal to 0. So x cube cancels. 6x square plus 11x. 6 minus 52 is minus 46 equal to 0, which is a quadratic equation. We shall try to factorize this. 6 into minus 46. This is 2 into 3 and this is 2 into 23. 2 3s are 6, 6 2s are 12 and 23. So plus 23 minus 12 I get 11. So by 6, which gives me minus 2, 23 by 6. So it is x minus 2, x plus 23 by 6 equal to 0. X equal to 2, comma x equal to minus 23 by 6. Therefore x equal to 2. 6x cannot be a fraction and also negative. Therefore, then the volume of cuboid they are asking, volume of cuboid is x cube plus 52. It is 2 cube plus 52. That is 8 plus 52. 60 cubic units. This is the first problem. Now, shall go for Second problem. Construct the cubic units. Construct the cubic equations whose roots are. First one, 1, 2, 3. There are 3 subdivisions. We shall do all the 3. Remember, I have to find out the sum of the 3 roots. I have to find out the sum of the product of 2 elements, then the product of 3 elements. So, suppose if it is alpha, then it is 1 plus 2 plus 3. Maybe we shall take it as S1. It is 2 plus 3, 5 plus 1, 6. Then S2 is, remember, sum of the product of 2 elements. That is 1 into 2, 2 into 3, 3 into 1, which is 2 plus 6 plus 3. 6 plus 3, 11. Now, S3 equal to product of 3 elements. It is 1 into 2 into 3. That is also 6. Therefore, the equation is x cube minus S1x plus S2x x square x minus S3 equal to 0. It is x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 6 equal to 0. That is the first equation. Second problem. Under 2. If the roots are 1, 1 minus 2, same S1 means sigma alpha, in sum of the single elements, 1 plus 1 minus 2. It is 2 minus 2, 0. Then S3 is sum of the products of 2 elements, 1 into 1, 1 into minus 2, minus 2 into 1. It is 1 minus 2 minus 2. It is minus 3. Then S3, this is S2, sorry. Then S3 is product of 3 rows, alpha, beta, gamma, 1 into 1 into minus 2. The answer is minus 2. Therefore, the equation is x cube minus x1 x square plus x2x minus x3 equal to 0. X cube minus 0 into x square. S2 is minus 3 into x, S3 is minus of minus 2 equal to 0. It is x cube, we can take this term minus 3x plus 2 equal to 0. Then, third column, if the roots are 2, 1 by 2, 1. S1 is sigma alpha, it is 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1. That one is 3 plus 1 by 2, 3 2s are 6, 6 plus 1, 7 by 2. Now, S2, sum of the product of 2 elements. It is 2 into 1 by 2, 1 by 2 into 1, 1 into 2. 2 cancels 1, plus 1 by 2, plus 2. Again 3 plus 1 by 2, so the same 7 by 2. Then S3 is, now S3 is product of 3 rows, 2 into 1 by 2 into 1, 2 2 cancels, so it is 1. Therefore, equation is x cube minus S1 x square plus S2x minus S3 equal to 0. X cube is x cube. S1 is 7 by 2x square plus 7 by 2x minus 1 equal to 0. We can avoid this 2, so multiply by 2, it is 2x cube minus 7x square plus 7x minus 2 equal to 0. This is our equation. So with that, problem number 2 is over. So start here. So problem number 3. If alpha, beta, gamma are the roots are x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 4 equal to 0, form the cubic equation whose roots are, first question, 2 alpha, 2 beta, comma 2 gamma. So what will be the cubic equation? These three are roots. Similarly, second question, 1 by alpha, 1 by beta, 1 by gamma. Then third root is minus alpha, minus beta, minus gamma. So first we should take I have to find the three equations separately. So given x cube plus 2x square plus 3x plus 4 equal to 0. Here, suppose if given alpha, beta, gamma are the roots, then sigma alpha means single elements. Single elements is alpha plus beta plus gamma. It is minus b by a. It is minus 2. Then product of two elements, alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha, that is c by a, 3 by 1, it is 3. Then alpha beta gamma is minus 4 by 1, which is minus 1. Now, first one, if 2 alpha, 2 beta, 2 gamma are the roots. So we shall take this one as S1. First sum, 2 alpha plus 2 beta plus 2 gamma. 2 is common, alpha plus beta plus gamma. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus 2, so the answer is minus 4. Now, S2 means 2 alpha into 2 beta, similarly 2 beta into 2 gamma, 2 gamma into 2 alpha. But I multiply 4, 4, 4, 4 will be common, so alpha, beta, beta, gamma, gamma, alpha. We have this value as 3, so 4 3s are 12. Then S3 is 2 alpha into 2 beta into 2 gamma. It is 8 alpha, beta, gamma. 8 into minus 4, it is minus 32. Then the equation is x cube minus s1 x square plus s2x minus s3 equal to 0. It is x cube. S1 is minus of minus 4 is plus 4x square plus 12x plus 32 equal to 0. This is our first law. Now, second one is given roots are 1 by alpha, 1 by beta, 1 by gamma. Now we shall find the relationship among roots. That is S1 equal to 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta plus 1 by gamma. If alpha, beta, gamma is the LCM, then alpha is there, beta, gamma is there, not there, so beta, gamma. Similarly, alpha, gamma, then alpha, beta. We have alpha, beta, beta, gamma, gamma, alpha is 3. So the numerator is 3, denominator is minus 4. So 3 by 4. Now, S2 is 1 by alpha, beta plus 1 by beta, gamma plus 1 by gamma, alpha. If I take LCM, the LCM is alpha, beta, gamma. The missing letters are gamma plus alpha plus beta. It's nothing but alpha, beta, gamma, whose value is minus 2, and this one is minus 4. So the answer is 1 by 2. Then S3 is product of the three roots, 1 by alpha into 1 by beta into 1 by gamma, 1 by alpha, beta, gamma, 1 by alpha, beta, gamma is minus 4. Therefore, the equation is x cube minus s1 x square plus s2x minus s3 equal to 0. It is x cube. It is plus 3 by 4x square plus 1 by 2x plus 1 by 4. equal to 0. We can divide or multiply by 4. This becomes 4x cubed. It is 3x squared. It becomes 2x plus 1 equal to 0. This is the second problem. Now third one is given roots are minus alpha, minus beta, minus gamma. So S1 is minus alpha plus minus beta plus minus gamma. Minus is common. Alpha plus beta plus gamma minus. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus 2. So the answer is 2. Similarly, S2 will be minus alpha into minus beta. Minus beta into minus gamma. Minus gamma into minus alpha. It is alpha beta. Beta gamma. Gamma alpha. We have this value already as plus 3. Then S3 is minus alpha into minus beta into minus gamma. Minus of alpha beta gamma. It is minus of minus 4, which is 4. Therefore, equation is x cube minus s1 x square plus s2x minus s3 equal to 0. Is x cube minus 2x square plus 3x minus 4 equal to 0. This is your problem number 3. Next is go for fourth problem. So go for fourth problem. Solve 3x cube minus 16x square plus 23x minus 6 equal to 0. The product of two roots is 1. So, since it is a cubic polynomial, I have to find the 3 roots. In that one, product of 2 roots is 1. In such a way, I have to find out the 3 roots. So, given 3x cube minus 16x square plus 23x minus 6 equal to 0. That is a equal to 3, b equal to minus 16, c equal to 23 and d equal to minus 6. Let alpha, beta, gamma be the roots. Then we know alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus b by a. It is plus 16 by 3. Then product of sum of the product of two roots is alpha, beta, beta, gamma. Gamma alpha is plus c by a. It is 23 by 3. Product of the roots is alpha, beta, gamma is minus d by a. It is plus 6 by 3, which is 2. Since the product of two roots is given as 1, so let me take alpha, beta equal to 1. Therefore, beta can be written as 1 by alpha. In that case, let me take the first one. So this implies alpha plus beta plus gamma is 16 by 3. So, instead of alpha, instead of beta, 1 by alpha plus gamma is 16 by 3. Therefore, I can write alpha plus 1 by alpha equal to, or we can keep this one as it is, then we shall go for the next one. Now, if I take the product, alpha, beta, gamma is 2. Alpha into 1 by alpha into gamma is 2. Therefore, alpha cancels, gamma is 2. So, if I substitute gamma as 2 here, then this becomes, therefore, alpha plus 1 by alpha plus 2 equal to 16 by 3. So, alpha plus 1 by alpha is 16 by 3 minus 2. LCM is alpha. So, alpha square plus 1. It is 16 minus 6 by 3. Alpha square plus 1 by alpha is 10 by 3. Alpha square, or if I cross multiply, 3 alpha square plus 3 is 10 alpha. 3 alpha square minus 10 alpha plus 3 equal to 0 is a quadratic equation I am having in terms of alpha. So, if I solve 3 3s are 9, it can be written as minus 9 into minus 1, so that term is minus 10. So, by 3 gives me minus 3 minus 1 by 3. So alpha minus 3 into alpha minus 1 by 3 equal to 0. Alpha equal to 3 or alpha equal to 1 by 3. Therefore, we already found gamma as 2. Roots are 3, 1 by 3, gamma 2. So that we have solved this problem. Now we shall go for problem number 5. Now fifth problem. Find the sum of the squares of the roots of 2x cube minus 8x cube plus 6x square minus 3 equal, which is a cubic equation, degree of 4. Therefore the equation can be written as given 2x power 4 minus 8x cube plus 6x square, x term is missing, so 0x minus 3 equal to 0. Where a equal to 2, b equal to minus 8, c equal to 6, d equal to 0 and e equal to minus 3. Let alpha, beta, gamma, delta be the roots. Then alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta is minus b by a, which is plus 8 by 2, which is 4. Taking product of two roots, sum of the product of two roots, alpha, beta, beta, gamma, gamma, delta, delta, alpha, beta, delta, alpha, gamma, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is plus c by a, 6 by 2, that is 3. Then 3 roots, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, gamma, delta, alpha, alpha, beta, delta. So 4 roots, it is minus d by a, c by a, minus d by a, which is 0. Then alpha, beta, gamma, delta is plus e by a, that is minus 3 by 2. We have to find alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square. And we know that alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta the whole square is alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square plus 2 into this one. Alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma delta, delta alpha, beta delta and alpha delta. We have this value as 4, so it is 4 square. Alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square plus 2 into, and we have this value is 3. So this implies alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square is 16 minus 6. So alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square plus delta square is 10. This is your fifth problem. Now moving to sixth problem. Solve x cube minus 9x square plus 14x plus 24 equal to 0 if two roots are in the ratio 3:2. So given a cubic polynomial or cubic equation x cube minus 9x square plus 14x plus 24 equal to 0, then a equal to 1, b equal to minus 9, c equal to 14, d equal to 24. If alpha, beta are the roots, alpha, beta, gamma are the roots, then sum of the three roots, alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus b by a plus 9 by 1 is 9. Alpha, beta, beta, gamma, gamma alpha is 14, and then product of 3 roots is minus 3 by a, which is minus 24 by 1 is minus 24. Now given 2 roots are in the ratio 3:2. So if I take let alpha is to beta equal to 3:2, then I can take alpha as some 3t and beta as 2t. Then the first root can be written as alpha plus beta plus gamma is 9, implies 3t plus 2t plus gamma equal to 9. In this one, gamma can be written as 9 minus 5t. We shall substitute here. So again, alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha is 14. So wherever alpha comes 3t, wherever beta comes 2t, and wherever gamma comes 9 minus 5t. So it is 3t into 2t. Beta is 2t into 9 minus 5t. Gamma is 9 minus 5t into alpha is 3t equal to 40. Multiplying 60 square. 2t into 9, 18t minus 10t square. 9 3s are 27t minus 15t square minus 14 equal to 0. We shall collect the items. Minus 10 minus 15 minus 25 plus 6 is minus 19t square. 18t plus 20, 35t, 45t. That is plus 45t, then minus 14 equal to 0. That is 19t square, taking the minus sign, minus 45t plus 14 equal to 0, which is a quadratic equation in t. So we shall factorize 19 into 14. 19 is already a prime number, so 19. 14 is 2 into 7. So 19 2s are 38. And 7, when we add 45, I need minus 45, so minus 38 minus 7 by 19 by 19 gives me minus 2 minus 7 by 9. So t minus 2 into t minus 7 by 9 equal to 0, t equal to 2, rt equal to 7 by 9. Therefore, when t equal to 2, roots are 3t, 2t and 9 minus 5t. That is 3 into 2, 2 into 2, 9 minus 5 into 2. Therefore the roots are 6, 4, 9 minus 10 minus 1. We can take the other value also. Similarly, when t equal to 7 by 9, then 7 by 19, 7 by 19, then roots are 3t, 2t, 9 minus 5t, 3 into 7 by 19, 2 into 7 by 19, 9 minus 5 into 7 by 19, 21 by 19, 14 by 19, 9 minus 35 by 19. It is 21 by 19, 14 by 19, 19 9s are 171 minus 35 by 19. It is 21 by 19, 14 by 19, 136 by 19. I subtract. So these are the 3 notes. With that, problem number 6 is over. Now we shall go for 7th law. Given ax cube plus bx square plus bx plus d equal to 0. If so, find sigma alpha by beta gamma. So go to the question afterwards. Given ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equal to 0, which is a cubic equation. So sum of the three roots are alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus b by a. Alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha is c by a. Alpha beta gamma is minus d by a. Now to find sigma alpha by beta gamma means alpha by beta gamma plus beta by gamma alpha, then gamma by alpha beta. To stop up here itself because only three roots we have. Now when I take LCM alpha beta gamma, it is the missing letter is B. Alpha is missing, so it is alpha square. I have to multiply. So here I have to multiply with beta, so beta square. Similarly, gamma square. But we know alpha, beta, gamma denominator alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square can be written as alpha plus beta plus gamma the whole square minus 2 into alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. Now we are having the values for this. We can substitute alpha plus beta plus gamma is minus b by a the whole square minus 2 into c by a by minus d by a. It is b square by a square minus 2c by a by minus d by a. So the LCM for numerator is a square, it is b square minus 2ac, and we can write this one as minus a by d. 1a cancels. It is b square minus 2ac by or minus of b square minus 2ac by ad. I take the minus sign inside, 2ac minus b square by ad. With that, problem number 7 is over. 8th problem. If alpha, beta, gamma and delta are the roots of 2x power 4 plus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 8 equal to 0, form the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta and alpha beta gamma delta. So that means I have to find out the quadratic equation whose roots are this. Now we shall take the given equation 2x power 4 plus 5x cube minus 7x square plus 0x plus 8 equal to 0. Here a equal to 2, b equal to 5, c equal to minus 7, d is 0 and e is a. Then sum of the roots alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta is minus b by a. It is minus 5 by 2. As I am in need of only these two, so we shall find alpha, beta, gamma, delta, which is minus b by a, then c by a, minus e by a, minus e by a. It is minus 8 by 2, which is minus 4. Therefore, we need if alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta and alpha, beta, gamma, delta are the roots, then sum equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta plus alpha, beta, gamma, delta, that is minus 5 by 2 minus 4. It is minus 5 minus 8 by 2, which is minus 13 by 2. Then the product is alpha plus beta plus gamma plus delta into alpha, beta, gamma, delta. That is again minus 5 by 2 into minus 4, which is plus 10. 2 2's are cancels. Therefore, equation is the So the quadratic equation is x square minus sx plus p equal to 0. That is x square plus 13x by 2 plus 10 equal to 0. When you multiply by 2, we get 2x square plus 13x plus 20 equal to 0. Which is the required quadratic equation. Now, problem number 9. If P and Q are the roots of Lx square plus Nx plus N equal to 0, show that root of P by Q plus root of Q by P plus root of N by L equal to 0. This problem we can straightly prove. That is, given Lx square plus Nx plus N equal to 0, which is a quadratic equation, and the roots are two roots which are P and Q, then sum of the roots P plus Q is minus N by L, and the product of the roots PQ is again C by A, that is N by L. This is product of the roots and this is sum of the roots. Now, I have to find the sum of these three. So let me take or consider root of P by Q plus root of Q by P. We can write this as root P by root Q plus root Q by root P. Then it is LCM. If I take, it is root of PQ. Then root P into root P is P. Root Q into root Q is Q. We have the value for P plus Q as minus N by L. And for root of PQ, then it is root of N by L. When I divide these two, I will get minus root of N by L. That is root of P by Q plus root of Q by P equal to minus N by L. So when I take this one to the other side, root of P by Q plus root of Q by P plus root of N by L will become 0. That's all with this problem. So we prove this. This is your 9th problem. Next we shall go to 10th problem. Given x square plus px plus q equal to 0 and x square plus p dash x plus q dash equal to 0 have a common root, then show that it must be equal to, that common root must be equal to either pq dash minus p dash q by q minus q dash or q minus q dash by p dash minus p. We shall try to prove both. Now, shall I go like this? Given x square plus px plus q equal to 0 and x square plus p dash x plus q dash equal to 0, both have, let alpha be the common root. Since both are the same root, one root as common root, we shall take that root as alpha. So if alpha is a common root, then alpha will satisfy this equation and also will satisfy this equation. Then this can be written as x square, instead of x square, alpha square plus p alpha plus q equal to 0. Also, alpha square plus p dash alpha plus q dash equal to 0. Since alpha is a common root, alpha will satisfy both the equations. Now, we shall go by class rule method. That is, by alpha square, if I take, then the determinant will be p, q, p dash q dash. Omitting alpha square, taking the coefficients of other. Similarly, here if I take alpha, then this will be minus alpha. Omitting the coefficients of alpha, I get 1 q dash. Then finally there is no constant coefficient, so I can take only the constant term. The constant term is 1. Then omitting this q, it is 1p dash. So this is alpha square by pq dash minus p dash q, and this is minus alpha by q dash minus q. This is 1 by p dash minus p. Again, we shall go for further simplification. Alpha square by pq dash minus p dash q. If I write alpha, then it is q minus q dash. Q dash minus q becomes q minus q dash, which is equal to 1 by p dash minus p. Let me take these two, that is alpha square by pq dash minus p dash q equal to alpha by q minus q dash. Alpha by q minus q dash is 1 by p dash minus p. One alpha can be cancelled, so alpha is cross multiplying pq dash minus p dash q by q minus q dash. Or again this alpha is cross multiplying q minus q dash by p dash minus p. So we found two values for alpha. This is your problem number 10. Next we shall go for problem number 11. No. Problem number 11. Formulate into a mathematical problem to find a number such that when the cube root is added to it, the result is 6. Just here to formulate a mathematical problem, that means I need an equation which is given as when the cube root of a number is added to itself, then the result is 6. So let me take that number as x. So let x be the number. Then what is given? Given cube root of that number x cube, which is added to itself, cube root of that number which is x power 1 by 3 added to itself is x, the result is 6. Shall we write x power 1 by 3 is 6 minus x, because I have to formulate an equation. So x is 6 minus x the whole cube. Shall we expand this? Then it is x equal to a cube, 6 cube minus 3 into 6 square into x plus 3 into 6 into x minus x cube. A cube minus 3a square b plus 3ab square minus b cube. It is x equal to 216, 3 into 36 into x, 18x minus x cube. That is, shall write to this side x cube minus 18x minus becomes plus 336 are 108x square. Here it is x square. So 18x, 108x square plus x minus 216 equal to 0. Therefore the concerned equation is x cube minus 18x square plus 109x minus 216 equal to 0, which is the equation. They need only the equation. So we formulate the equation whose cubic root of that number which is added to itself gives me 6. This is problem number 11. So next we shall go for 12th problem. 12th problem. A 12-meter tall tree was broken into two parts. It was found that the height of the part which was left standing was the cube root of the length of the part that was cut away. Formulate this into a mathematical problem. To find the height of the tree, height of the part which was cut away. So, what I have to find out the remaining part of the height which was cut away. So let me take that one as that the height of the tree cut away be x. Therefore the standing tree b. So therefore the remaining part b. Remaining part b y. Then this implies x plus y equal to total height is 12. So from this I can write y is 12 minus x because I have to find out x only. But given the standing was the cube root of the length of the part that was cut away. The standing part is y, which is a whose cubic root is x. This is what the starting part of cube root is the cut away part x. Therefore y power of 3 is x. Then this implies y equal to x cube. So when I substitute in 1, therefore 1 becomes x cube equal to 12 minus x. Therefore the equation is x cube plus x minus 12 equal to 0. They are in need of only the mathematical problem. That means they need only the equation, and the given equation is this. With that, exercise 3.1 is